Hi Year 2, welcome back. My name's Loretta and I'll be your teacher today. We have been looking at fractions. You may have some of that work in your learning book, showing a whole, half, fourths, eighths, your fraction wall, shaded fractions, and our last lesson where we looked at fractions of a collection. We're going to do a little bit more of that today, but before we start, let's start with our number talk. Our number talk today is going to be a quick refresh of our tens facts. So I'm going to show you a card and I'd like you to call out how many more we need to add to that number to make 10. Let's start. 9, 0, 2, 1, 8, 4, 1, 4, 5, 8, 8, 7, 7 again, 1. Let's try one last number. 5, that's right. Double 5 makes 10. How did you go? Did you get them all right? Remember, using a pack of cards like that is a really great way for you to practice your tens facts so that you've got them down quickly and accurately. Let's get on with our learning today. Our learning intention is to split or partition collections into two groups to show both the whole and the half. And we will know we can do this when we can understand that two halves make a whole. So we're looking at halves today in collections. So let's start with my collection here. So here I have a whole. The whole of my collection is sitting in this yellow bowl. I'm going to split my whole into halves. So, one at a time. Going to split into half. One at a time in each bowl. Okay, so I had my whole here. Now I have one half in the purple bowl and I have one half in the orange bowl. How can we describe these two equal groups? We could say the purple group and the orange group have the same. If I take one and I give one to my friend, we could say we have half each. We could say that we shared them all equally. There might be times in your life where you have to share equally or in a half. So things like you might need to share your toys with your friends so that you both have the same. You might need to halve a pack of cards to play Snap. Or your mum might tell you that you have to share half of the cookies with your brother. When I take these two halves, I can put them back together and I have my whole. So we're going to have a look today. If I know what the half is, can I work out what the whole is? So let's start with our first example. Here I have half of my collection. So I can see that I have 4 Unifix cubes. This is showing me half. What's the whole? What can I use to help me find out what the whole is if I know what the half of my collection is? That's right, I can use my double facts. So if I have half here and it's 4, I know that I'm going to have 4 as the other half. And when I have 4 and 4 together, what do I get? Did you say 8? You are right. So here is the other half. So I have half and half, and together I have a whole. And the whole is 8. Well done. Okay, let's try another one. Here I have half. I have 2, 4, 6. 6 is half. What's the whole going to be? Can you remember that trick from just before? If I know that I have half here, then my other half is going to be the same. It's going to be equal. Because remember that when I split a collection in half, I have to have the same. It has to be equal. So if I have 6 here, then that means that I've got another 6 to make my whole. So, do you remember what double 6 is? If you said 12, you're right. Well done. So I have 6 and 6. 2 halves. When I put them together, I get one whole. And my whole is 12. Well done. Let's try one more example. Here I have 2, 4, 6, 7. I have a tower of 7, but it's only half of the tower. What do we remember from our other examples? The other half is going to be exactly the same. That's right, it has to be equal. So if I have 7 here, then the other half is also going to be 7. And when I have 7 and 7 together, I get 14. Well done. Let's double check. So I have 7 and 7, and when they are a whole, I get 14. Well done. So today we've learnt to find one whole when we know one half. So in your learning books today, I would like you to find the whole for these numbers. So if the half is 6, what's the whole? Here's the half. I've got 9. What's the whole? You can use some collections of items around you if you would like something to count with or to check your answers. Or you might be able to use your double facts really well to work out what's the whole. So there are 5 examples here, and then make some of your own. Don't forget to put all of your learning in your learning book and see if there's someone that you can then share your learning with and tell them what you know now. Thanks for joining me today. I had a great time in figuring out what the whole was if I only had the half. I hope that you enjoy yourself now with these numbers that you have when you've got the half and you need to find the whole. Don't forget to record all of your learning in your learning book and see if there's someone at home that you can share your ideas with. Enjoy your discovery. Have a great time in finding the whole, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.